I was richer than Elon Musk, at least that's how it felt. I was sunbathing in my luxurious mansion when I noticed security guards carrying giant bags of cash inside. Curious, I called my maid and asked what was going on. She told me calmly that my company's vaults are full. There's nowhere left to put the money, so we're moving it to your home. I grinned with satisfaction, but then I suddenly woke up. It was actually just a dream. In reality, I was poor, just like you guys. Still, the smile stayed on my face. I was newly divorced, with no idea that my ex-husband, Ozan, had just become a billionaire. Later that day, while riding the bus, I spotted a newspaper headline. I froze. Ozan's photo was right there. He'd made it big. My stomach sank. I couldn't believe it. I started venting to the strangers around me. I told them he never even did the dishes, that his success wouldn't have been possible without me. Back at the restaurant where I worked, I overheard two customers talking. They laughed and said Ozan's ex-wife must have been ugly and greedy and probably took half his money. That was it. I snapped. I grabbed the machine and threw it at them. The next thing I knew, I was sitting in a police station. One of the men wanted to press charges. I told them he insulted me just because I was Ozan's ex. The man laughed in my face and said, "If you're a billionaire's ex-wife, then I'm Jeff Bezos' cousin." He challenged me to call him here if I was really his ex. The officer actually agreed. He told me to call Ozan, but I froze. I had promised myself I would never bother him again. My friend couldn't stand it. She secretly made the call, and to my shock, Ozan actually picked up. She told him everything, and not long after, he showed up at the station. When he walked in and saw me, he just stared. For a long moment, neither of us said a word. Then he paid my bail and walked out without speaking. I chased after him outside. Quietly, I thanked him, but he turned cold. He told me not to call him again, then walked away. That was it. I snapped again. I stormed after him, yelling that I wouldn't even be in this mess if it weren't for him. He turned back, his face hard. He'd had enough too, and just like that, we were both screaming at each other, throwing every old wound back in each other's face.